Well, the Jade Helm videos,
is that
a lot of them are saying about Walmart closings. When the first of the Walmart closings started, they started talking about how they were putting fences around them and making them into federal camps. And people were hearing booming noises right before they did that at the one in Ohio. And I've been living in Blythewood here for the last year now, and I've been hearing booming noises. And that's been kind of frightening me, because when I heard one of the videos in the Ohio one saying that they heard booming noises, that showed that they were talking about building underground places. And there's been so many of these Walmarts being closed down and turned into these federal facilities and closed off. And when they take a Walmart from a town, that this is the only store that these people have to get everything from. There's only one other grocery store that's in this town. So why would you close down a grocery store that everybody, all these old people get their medicine from? That just says a lot. And I kind of feel like it's because we're a bunch of country folks out here, so we're not going to put a big old protest. And a lot of the people, when I talk to them out here, a lot of them don't know about Jade Helm, and they're not familiarized with a lot of the stuff. A lot of people say it's conspiracy theory stuff, but if you go to these other Walmarts and then you see what they're doing out in the West Coast, why is the federal government buying all this property out in the West Coast? The West Coast is one who's been fussing about it, and the East Coast just has been blind to it. And the media is truly being blind to it, although there has been episodes where they've had some media people report on it and then they got hushed up, very hushed up. And there's been reports of media people being hushed up as soon as they reported about it. So I take that fear of anybody that does report about it, and because I mean the federal government's just so powerful. And my only scare is that we were so blind during Nazi Germany, and we allowed and we listened to the media. And what I've always told people, media sometimes breeds ignorance, and that's exactly what the Nazis, that's what happened. They believed what Hitler was telling them, and right now we believe everything the federal government feeds to us. They tell us we're going to get free food if we do this. We go and rush to it. They tell us things, and then we just run to it. And I'm just really worried about this community, because this community is a poor community. They're not that rich of a community to lose a store that is so significant for this community. And the federal government to take over stuff like that, it's just wrong. And we were blind during the concentration camps. They didn't really notice anything until they smelt bodies burning, and then they still didn't really fight anything.
You think this store closing is connected to that? To the federal? You think it has a federal government connection?
Well,
or you're just concerned that it might?
Well, with the fact that I've been hearing booming noises in this area for the last 6 months, I'm scared. And with the fact that it being a store that's in a community where it's the only store that people grocery shop at. There's only one other grocery store here, Bilo. That's it. They don't have no other grocery stores here. Why would you close a store that has significant amount of customers? You can't go here any day without this parking lot being full. And so you can't tell me that this is not a lucrative store. It's definitely a lucrative store. So why would they be selling it or closing it down? I mean, there's just no way. And
your answer to that question is?
I feel the federal government's taking over stuff. I really truly feel. And that's the only reason why that's my only reason why this store would have to close down, is something to do with the federal government. They used the plumbing on some of those Walmarts in the past, and that hit the big media that some of them were closed just because of plumbing reasons. And none of them closed down over plumbing reasons. They all stayed closed, and they all ended up turning into some type of secretive things with fences around them.